Hey guys, how you doing? Apologies about coming on 9 minutes late. I'm just getting together a project that I'm really excited about. I just started working on literally an hour ago. I'm going to tell you about actually, and this was news to me. Um, I love when these things happen, when you don't plan things and you just know it's the right thing to do and you start doing it. So welcome to today's live stream. I'm going to be quite flexible and open. Going to be teaching you about some new things that I'm learning that I know that are going to help all of you. You're all going to be fascinated by, and it's all practical things. I'm going to be also talking to you about a new ebook that I'm gonna. Well, I actually started writing it literally an hour ago. I can't believe how much is coming out naturally, and you're going to be able to get that ebook, and it's going to be free as well. So I'm going to tell you how you can get it. Probably going to be ready, I would say, definitely within the next month, maybe quicker, but just to be on the safe side, a month, because I reckon I can write this within the next 2 days. So I'll tell you how you can get your hands on that ebook, what the ebook's about. I can also get some feedback from you as well because I can make adjustments. And today's talk's going to be quite nostalgic. I'm going to be teaching you what I learned with regards to going out, conquering your anxiety, and building confidence with speaking to women in public and actually getting the results that you want. And that's actually what the ebook's been about, is going to be about now. Thanks for all of you coming on. Some of you I know already. Hey Joe, how you doing, my friend? Hey Fearless, hey Paulius, hey Patrick, hey Nazru, hey Creative, and hey Nun. I can't pronounce your name. Sorry, Nunslip. So I will answer the questions. Before I answer the questions, let me just tell you about the ebook, where the idea come from, where the inspiration come from, why I'm writing the ebook, who it's for, and how it's going to help you to get great results with women. So basically, if you know a lot about me, I really don't really enjoy reading books. In all honesty, maybe I'm different to a lot of people. I'm not really passionate about reading books. Never was really passionate about writing books. I've been teaching now for about 8 years on and off. I've had global success all around the world with coaching guys on how to overcome anxiety, build confidence, and attract women, preferably from the street and all social situations. I've changed thousands of people's lives. I'm not going to go massively into that. I don't really like bigging myself up. It's not really my personality. I wasn't really brought up that way, but these are the facts. Now, people have been asking me about writing a book for years now. And in all honesty, when I think about it, I probably could have made a lot of money by writing a book, writing several books actually. Definitely, with the experience I've got, close to 32,000 fans on YouTube. I've got a wealthy following. I've got a great reputation. There's many people that would buy my book. I've actually had people say, I would love to buy your book. Where's your book? I don't have a book. And the reason why for so long I didn't have a book because I just didn't want to write one. Didn't feel inspired to. Money was not enough of a motivation to write a book, and it still isn't until today. What has changed for me, I just didn't feel like writing a book. That's the best thing I could say. And a lot of people go, "Well, why?" And it's like sometimes you just don't want to explain yourself. Just because I don't feel like writing a book, I don't want to write a book. If I don't want to do something within reason, I'm not going to do it. I've always loved doing the YouTube videos, demonstrations of me going out coaching women. I've always loved coaching guys one-on-one. I've loved coaching boot camps, and I've loved doing public talks. And I've enjoyed doing the live streams. Writing a book for me always felt like that would be boring. But after doing all these things and giving it, actually, I didn't even really give it much thought. I was actually starting to write out a lot of my own newsletters. If you're on my newsletter, you can get on it. And then today I was like, I actually feel like writing an ebook to start with. So I'm not going to write a novel just yet or a book. Let me start. I want to give something for free. I want to give something that's honest, something that's true, and something that I know that will help a lot of guys to get results because my teaching's already done that. So all I'm really doing is I'm just putting out what I've already been putting out, but in the context of an ebook, because a lot of people have demanded it, and I know that it will help a lot of people. And it's also going to be free as well. Now, probably, if it goes as well as I expect it to, and does what I know it will do, because my videos and teaching have already done that, then I may decide at some point to publish a book, which obviously I will be charging for that book. But that's a long way away. Let's focus on one step at a time. So I've already started writing this ebook now, and it's just coming out really natural. And I feel excited about it. I feel good about it. So the ebook's basically going to be the title I've come up with so far, and I probably would change it. It's just basically, the guide on how to conquer anxiety for any guy that's struggling with talking to women on the street. And the street, preferably, is the place where I really found my confidence, and I personally got the results that I wanted to, first and foremost. Then I started to teach it and experiment with this with guys all around the world, and it got them great results. It's continued. And that's probably why most of you are here now listening to me, because of the truth that I found, because of the hard work that I put in, years and years of practice on the street. So it's very important for me that in this ebook, it's full of honesty. So it's going to expose me, which is kind of challenging, but I'm excited about the challenge. And it's going to give you the truth, and however people respond to the truth, that's their choice. However they choose to do with that truth. But the truth changed my life. How you doing, Jeremy? So in the ebook, I'm going to be giving you the entire process, from how to get yourself into the right mindset to push yourself to go out in public in the first place, which is challenging for everyone to begin with, but challenging for me. Then I'm going to give you the steps on how to approach women. Then I'm going to give you the rundown of the philosophy, which is honesty, which I don't teach any pickup lines or tricks. Then I'm going to actually prepare you for what you have to go through, which is a lot of rejection, if you see it that way, a lot of challenges and objections. But within the rejections and the objections and the challenges, a lot of success and amazing experiences yet to come for anyone who chooses to embark on this. I don't even know. I don't know if journey is the right word, but if they choose to go out and stick it out, they're going to get great results. It's going to change your life. And I'm going to talk about what women are attracted to, the process, like the numbers, the kind of principles that are undeniable. So it's a numbers game. I'm going to talk about that. So it's really going to it's going to tackle a problem, actually, and it's going to give you the entire process. Now, some people might be thinking, is there a catch to this? Like, surely he ain't going to give us everything for free without charging us. Well, actually, the catch is there's no catch. The catch is, I believe, when I do the right thing and I'm honest and I put the honest truth out, the money will come anyway. It will come in various forms, like it always has done. It will come in the form of attracting clients and coaching. But I'm not really focused on that. I'm just excited about actually writing it and putting it out. And if I'm being really honest, and I'm going to be honest, it's going to increase my mailing list, which will help my business grow anyway, because to get the ebook, you're going to have to sign your email up to my newsletter. So I don't have anything to hide. I don't play these games that maybe some other business people do. I don't have to trick people, because what I'm offering, it's good enough. It's more than good enough. And I think people who are looking for this will find it. And the good thing for me is that I know that my teaching isn't for everyone. I know my style of teaching, which is about honesty, confidence, courage, masculinity. I'm glad that it's not for everyone, because the people that don't resonate and don't like me and my teaching, they won't want to read my book. They won't come and sign up. So what I'm going to say now, as an early promotion, if it's free, you should get on my newsletter now, sign up if you haven't already, and you're going to get notified closer to the time when the ebook's ready and out, and you're going to be the first to get a copy of this. So I'm really excited, and I'm also thinking of adding some bonuses in the ebook. I haven't decided yet, so I might even add like some new infield videos or a combination of videos that will only be accessible for the people that sign up on my newsletter. These videos won't be on YouTube. So yeah, I'm excited, and all of you have helped me actually to make the decision to do it, because even on the live stream a few weeks ago, people were saying, when you're going to get a book out, Johnny, we'll buy it. So it ain't going to cost you anything. And like I said, it may inspire a novel afterwards, which I've got a sense it will, and I'll charge for that. But if I do charge for a book, I will usually always make it very affordable so everyone can afford it. When it comes to private coaching, that's where I charge a lot of money, because that's my personal time and I have to give a lot of energy. But nonetheless, please don't think that this ebook's going to be devalued. It's going to be extremely valuable, because I've started writing now, and I'm gonna write it maybe in the next week. I'm going to just write every day. I'm enjoying writing it. It's just, everything's coming out. So in the ebook, I'm going to talk about where the problem first lied, you know, who I am as a person, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the anxiety that I've battled with from childhood, the bullying that I underwent at school, because I really want people to be able to relate to me, because I feel if you can relate to me, then you'll be able to go out and get the results that you want. But if you can't relate to me and you see me as different to you or a guru, which I'm not, you won't relate to me and you will not be inspired. I don't think you will believe that it's possible for you, and then you won't get the results. It's very important for me that people read this book. All I want to do is inspire people, give them the truth. That's it. I don't want you to worship me. I don't want to be worshipped. I'm just an ordinary person like you. I want to just give you the truth, man, and let you decide what you do with it. And I'm excited, and I don't know like how deep I'm going to go in the ebook, but I am going to release the teaching. So I promise you, I'm not going to give you like 30% in the free ebook and then say, oh, if you want more of it, you've got to pay and buy a product. I ain't going to do that. I'm definitely not going to do that. So, and what I will say as well, I'm going to write my own ebook. I'm not hiring a copywriter. I will be honest, right? I realize I'm a really good writer. I always was at school. I got like awards for writing, but my spelling is quite bad. But luckily, there is spell check on WordPress, so I'm correcting the grammar, and I will get someone to go over it and make sure that the spelling's correct. But it's coming from me. You'll be able to tell anyway when you read it, because you'll know it's from me. It'll have my signature and my personality. But yeah, there's going to be I feel like the ebooks come together through the help of my clients, through my own experience, the highs and the lows. And I'm going to talk about the highs and the lows that I went through with going out on the street, my students. So there's a combination of many collaborations through this. So if you want to get notified about getting a copy of this ebook as I'm preparing it right now, you definitely want to join my mailing list. Let me give you a link now. This is about the only promoting I'll be doing through some of my YouTube videos. And then obviously it will be up. So there's my website address, blog. If you go there now and you put your email in, you're going to get a free video course anyway. But when the ebook's released, you'll get notified immediately on the day that it's ready. And I'm going to let you know how the ebook's getting on. So I'll give you like some sneak peeks. I'll give you a couple of chapters through the newsletter so you can read it and really get a sense. And I know that you guys are going to enjoy it because you've asked for it. It's very relevant to you now. And how many pages, I'm not sure at the moment. I'll try and keep it as short as possible, but if it goes a bit longer, I don't want to nothing in the ebook's going to be like extra. No, it's not all going to be on one page. Obviously it's going to be longer than that. I've already written a page. What I wanted to do, you guys can give me some tips. I didn't just want to write the techniques of how to meet women on the street. I'm going to give you that. I wanted to give you a little bit of a backstory, not too long, not drag it out, about who I am, how I sort of developed anxiety myself, how I came from a very insecure place because of being bullied at school, and then how that helped me to go forward. And I had a bit of a challenging relationship with my dad growing up, and I talk about that as well. Audio book, I'm not sure about that. I don't know how to do it. That could be a possibility. I'll speak to some people that can help me, but this is going to be really good. And I just think it's the right time to do this ebook now, being that I've got so much experience. And I really don't know how long I'm going to be teaching guys how to beat women, because I have been doing it for a long time now, and I have evolved into other areas of lifestyle transformation and confidence and so forth. So definitely get on my newsletter now. because you will get a heads up on how the book's getting on the ebook. And remember as well, it's going to be free, so you're going to get it for free. But it could be out in 2 weeks, it may be a month. But I would say I want to give myself a month just to make sure, so I can make sure it's polished, the chapters are perfect, and I'm going to write it in a way that is really, really easy to follow. But ultimately, I really want you to read it, get inspired, and never really read books again, and get out and hit the streets and put the practice in. That's a key thing, which is why I've never really been an advocate of reading too many books, because reading books can be a safety net, can be very comfortable. But yeah, I'm definitely going to write it. There was no way I was going to get a copywriter to do this for me. That just wouldn't feel right. I want to have control of my own content, which I am. So in the book, I will reveal what I reveal when someone signs up and does a 6 weeks program with me. I don't hold back. So yeah, I'm going to take my time on it, but it's coming out so naturally because the teaching's in me. I've been doing it for so long. It's just transferring it onto an ebook. So it's going to be tackling how to conquer anxiety and get guys results. I want to try and keep it succinct to strictly teaching men how to meet and attract women from the street, and then I'll do future books that will probably be on other areas of personal development. So I'm glad that you guys are excited about it. I could sense it. And honestly, I'm being straight. There was no plan about this. I haven't sat down with the team and thought, I just haven't. I just didn't feel inspired. Today it just come. I just started writing now because I want it. It's important that I enjoy writing this, and which I am enjoying it. And it's quite therapeutic for me. I think a lot of guys will relate to it. So I won't go massively deep into my upbringing and my dad and my mom, but it touches on that because it's important to give you the starting point. So then it will make sense for the techniques and the process. But it's going to be, I really want to share the real truth about what you've got to go to succeed on the street. So most dating books will probably say to you, get this method, buy it. It's going to be easy. There's going to be no pain. My method's not like that. It's saying, no, man, you're going to go through a lot of pain. And you have to, if you want to succeed with meeting and attracting women and conquering your anxiety. And by the way, I'm going to reveal in the ebook that you never fully get rid of the anxiety fully, like the natural social anxiety that we all have. Like you can't fully get rid of it. And I still haven't fully got rid of it, but you can conquer it and control it. And that's the beautiful truth that I found after 13 years. And you can get great results with women, which I have and continue to do. And so have my students. So I'm excited about this. I think when you read it, you're going to be like, fuck, I didn't expect to feel this way reading it. Probably going to really feel like you're reading part of yourself as well, because all of you are here because you connect with me on my story, or we don't have to agree on everything. And, we all have different lives, but the point is, you relate to me, I relate to you, because we all have struggled with anxiety, with confidence issues with women, and all of you want to get the results. And I'm someone who's got the results. And if you trust me and you trust what I teach and the fact that I'm honest about, I have got great results with women. I've also failed. You'll really get a lot out of this ebook, and it gives you the science. It's going to give you the science that you can go out and try it for yourself. So yeah, that's giving you a heads up of what it's about. We're going to get into today's talk today. Let me just share this stream on the social media, and I'm going to get to your questions and we'll move on to the talk. Share this on Facebook. Sorry guys, I'm just sharing this screen. Me now, live. Okay. Right, I've shared that. I'm going to start getting to some questions, and we're going to go through a talk. This is there. I share this on Twitter. Yep, I will be answering the questions, guys. No probs. Okay, let's get into this. You know what, guys? I've not even eaten today. I'm starving, but that's okay. I'll eat after. Right, before I answer the questions, I want to give you guys some things that are going to help you. I might talk about this I might touch on this in the ebook. I probably won't go too deep because it's more off topic, but it's basically, I want to share with you what I've been doing at the moment and the results I've been getting, because I want you guys to try it, see how you feel, because it's all about confidence building what I teach, and you guys want to gain confidence. Honestly, guys, some of you may be this at the moment. I've been going to the gym regularly lately. I've lost some weight. And, you know, I always went gym in my early 20s anyway, so I'm no beginner to weightlifting and working out, stuff like that. Not to say that I know everything, but I did it for years and I stopped for a while. And I didn't realize that me stopping was maybe unconsciously being a little bit depressed in life, or maybe focusing too much on women and everything else, which not necessarily is a bad thing. At this point in my life, I wanted a new challenge, because going out approaching women for me now is not challenging enough. I've done it. Teaching is great. I wouldn't say it's not challenging enough, but maybe I've got comfortable doing a lot of one-on-one teaching. I need to push myself. So swimming for me has been a childhood fear. I might mention that in my ebook as well, because I got bullied when I was younger and teased, and I used to be really skinny, and I got judged a lot for being skinny and feeling kind of ugly in my early teens. And going swimming was always really exposing as a kid and uncomfortable. I hated being like, you know, showing my body, and I didn't like going swimming. The park, I got your email. I was going to respond today. It's going to be St. James's Park. So I'll respond to your email as well. You're welcome to come. So unconsciously, I was afraid to go into the swimming pool for years, even as an adult, even with when I had girlfriends and stuff like that. So the last few months, I faced my fear. I went to local swimming places, different places, some really expensive ones, like posh ones, and a normal everyday fitness center. And I would say I've conquered my fear of swimming in public. I've done it now more than 10 times. I went today, I felt really good. And I can't tell you how good I feel after going swimming. It's so good for lowering anxiety and stress and just making you feel more relaxed. Like even now, I can feel my speaking is way more relaxed on this live stream today. I feel really comfortable, really good. I would say happiness is an understatement. I would say it makes you feel really peaceful and relaxed. So you guys should definitely incorporate this, because this is connected to gaining confidence with women, and especially with meeting women on the street. And I also want to make a point. I don't know if you guys know this. Sometimes this is one of my own worries and anxieties about what I teach. I really worry that I'm going to get like stereotyped and categorized as a guy that just goes out on the street, picks women up, teaches other guys. It's not what I'm about, if you know me, because I meet women in all different social situations. And I've taught guys as well. It just so happens that out on the street in public, maybe in public's a better word because the street sounds limited, I found that the best place to meet women, it's more natural. I just want to say as well that I'm not some like retired 35-year-old dating guru who is living off past successes. I'm out now on the street practicing. I've been on 5 dates recently. I'm texting a couple of girls right now on WhatsApp that I met on the street. So I am single at the moment. Just want to let you guys know where I'm at. Got nothing to hide anyway. Was in a relationship. I'm looking for a girlfriend at the moment, but I'm picky. I want the right person. So I'm dating again. I'm going out, and it's really great because it will help me to write this book, and it kind of like go over, like relive what I learned years ago and what I'm teaching. So teaching is really true. Do I have any brothers? Are you close to them? Have you had similar problems to yourself? I don't want to say too much about my brother because he wouldn't want his business online like me. He doesn't want any of it. But I've got a younger brother, yeah, and we're very close, but we're very different. Um, I'm not going to disclose his business. He wouldn't like that because I know he wouldn't. So that's all I can say. But yeah, me and my brother are close. The gym doesn't do swimming. Well, just find a place that does swimming, you know, and pay and do it. It's not that expensive. It's cost me like £6.30 to go do swimming. Do you think the right woman will come before you're 40? I believe so. Yeah, that's a great question. I really do. I see now. I'm not putting pressure on myself. I know I'm not a young man anymore, but I'm not old. I feel young. 35 is still young. Uh, I'm not like I'm cool. Like give myself another 5 years. I've got new goals now. I reached my goals from when I first started teaching guys how to meet women, and I was like in my 20s then, and I achieved them probably too quick. Actually, it was a bit overwhelming. So now I've set new goals, and the new goal is to continue loving doing what I love and inspiring and helping as many men as I can. It's true, age is just a number, so I'm not going to get too caught up in age. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping I can answer your questions as I'm going along. So yeah, I've got some ideas. I don't like. I almost like don't want to give everything away, so that there's nothing surprise for you guys. Yeah, actually, it's worth spending the extra money. I keep saying to you guys, you have to invest in yourself. Like every time I go swimming, I've got to pay, but it's worth it. And it reduces the anxiety. It makes you less socially anxious, more grounded, more relaxed. You can come up with things to say more. It improves your concentration. All my back's hurting me, my arms, my legs. I'm losing weight. I'm feeling more toned. It's so good for you, and I enjoy the weights, the combination. So I'm going to talk a lot about this on my blog and on the channel as I am naturally. So I never, this is something I neglected years ago, which I might talk about in the ebook. I didn't focus too much on my lifestyle. Probably, like, I don't have any regrets. Like, I had to go through these things. Like, probably, like, it's easy to say now, isn't it? Like, I should have done this, I should have done that. But if we didn't, we wouldn't be who we are now and learnt the lessons. So my teaching is evolving now. So the ebook I'm writing, it's almost like an ebook that I should have wrote 5 years ago, but it's probably the right time now. Do you think it's better to take action when you're still young? You know what? Like Joe said earlier, I'm not going to put a number on things in age. I think it's just important that you take action as quick as you can in your life. But then again, everyone's different. It's easy to say that a guy should take action when he's 18 or when he's 20 or when he's 25. But everyone's different. Everyone's in a different place, which is why the ebook will explain that you're different to me, I'm different to you, but we have got a lot of similarities. We're men. We've got the same anxieties, the same potential, and the principles that I'm going to be teaching you in the ebook, they work for everyone. Johnny, I think I understand why honesty is important. There is no restriction sets. You're free, no brainer. When you can, yeah, the honesty is really important. It's important for me because the reason why it's important, because that's who I am. That's how I was brought up. And that's the only thing that got me results with women. When I started to be honest with women, I started to get laid quicker and more. When I tried the tricks to start with, I didn't get anywhere with it really. I just didn't really get any results. Didn't feel good. Well, the ebook's going to explain this as well. Of course, you're going to be afraid to be honest. I mean, we've been taught by our culture to be dishonest. We've been taught on many levels. And when I say honest as well, I'm not claiming I'm some saint. Of course, we make mistakes. Of course, sometimes we lie. We tell white lies. But I just try and encourage myself and people to be honest about your mistakes as well. So that's why in the ebook, before I get into the teaching, which I will, and the technicalities of how to approach body language, conversation skills, like how to actually get a number, what to do when you've got the number, what to text, what to do on a date, how to sleep with a girl in the right way. I really want to give you a sense of who I am and where I come from, because I feel that's probably just as important as the technique itself. And you guys have basically told me that through my videos, because the best videos that do well on YouTube are always the ones when I'm vulnerable about my story. And I never do it for that reason. I don't strategize, oh, be vulnerable and honest so people like it and you go viral. Of course, like, things cross my mind. I'd like to get viral video, but I just do it because it's the right thing to do at the time. And what's my biggest regret? I think my biggest regret, if I've got any, is that I didn't face more of my fear earlier and connect to more of my potential, because I've got so much potential even now, and so have you. So that's some of my regrets, and I shouldn't have listened to so many negative people when I was younger who were wrong. But there you go, that's the learning lesson. But other than that, no regrets. So yeah, I mean, I want to go over today the principles with what it takes to be successful on the street, and this will be in the ebook in much deeper version. So if anything, I'm joking when I say this, obviously. This is an upsell for a free ebook. It's obviously a joke. An upsell would be for a paid program. The ebook's going to be free. So let me know how many of you now are interested in this free ebook. That's going to be, I promise you, it's free, but do you know how much it's going to cost in value? I would say at least £1 million. It's no exaggeration. The life lessons, the teaching, the results it's going to get you. So let me know now if you're interested, and if you're interested, then subscribe to my newsletter now. Get an early heads up, and let me know if you've just joined my mailing list, because I've got a number. It tells me who joins, and you're going to really look forward to the tips that we're going to give. Hey, Bean Sauce, that's great. You had an awesome date yesterday with going out the street. Good man. The whole thing felt so damn natural, and she didn't put out. That's brilliant, man. I'm really pleased for you. See, it's proof. I hope you don't mind me saying that I had a Skype session, paid Skype session with Bean Sauce a couple of days ago. I think we spoke for an hour and a half, 2 hours. It was really good. So it's great to hear that you've just got results. And this is what it's about at the end of the day. You know, it's about results. People want results. If you don't get people results, they're just going to be pissed off. So yeah, although I do stress a lot in my teaching that you shouldn't be results orientated, of course you should, but I'm just saying you don't want to just become so insecure about not getting the results that it sabotages you. So you have a easygoing mindset. But yeah, it was great talking to Bean Sauce on, obviously that's not his real name. He can decide to tell you if he wants or not. It was good to talk in Skype. No, to be honest, all my clients have got results. Oh, great. And I see, I didn't even ask you to recommend the Skype session. I really appreciate that. So yeah, a lot of amazing stuff coming. Let's just check. So just give me a heads up. How many of you now have signed up to my newsletter, so you can get notification on my ebook. If you want to know the prices, just email me. I've said that before. We can discuss. My email address is here. So if you're interested in coaching, well, email me. Then I can tell you the price through email. I'm trying not to sell too much on live streams. I just want to teach you guys and help you. If anyone is interested in coaching or a 6 weeks program, then please email me. I'll give you my email addresses here, and then we can discuss an email rather than wasting a lot of time doing business on the live stream, which will probably annoy everyone else who wants to get a lot of value from this. So if you want coaching, email me and we can sort it out over email, no problem. And I do all sorts of programs, a 6 weeks transformation program in person. I do a weekend confidence program, which is a weekend immersion of me taking you out, helping you approach them on the street. And I do Skype coaching as well. If anyone is too intimidated or it's too much for you to meet in person at the moment, but you'd rather communicate over Skype and have me coach you and help you to reach your goals, I can do that. So we're going to have our regular toilet break as usual. I think I'm going to have to get a Coke or a coffee, and then I'm going to answer questions and go into the talk. So I guess doing this live stream actually and helping you guys today will help me to organize the ebook more easier. So let me just get a heads up. Are you guys excited about me? Would you guys like me now for free to share with you the exact steps in the process that I learned that got me results with women on the street? When I mean results, I mean dates, I mean sleeping with a woman, even though I'm not a guy that wants to be teaching guys to be players. Awesome. It will take you literally a few seconds to sign up. Just go to the website. Now the page comes up, you enter your email address, and then you're on the newsletter. It's that simple. And you're going to get a free gift anyway. Immediately, you're going to get a free video course of me approaching on the streets and breaking it down. This video is not on YouTube. Let me know, guys, because do you want me now to tell you and guide you through the steps so you can get a piece of pen and paper and write them down? Yeah, the coffee probably. I'm in a nice hotel today, a new one. I always go to fancy new hotels. I love them. I don't mind investing and spending £7 on a coffee. It's worth it. What you give is what you get, right? So hold on a sec. Okay, this is great. We've got a lot of people on. Make sure to subscribe on my YouTube channel as well. Okay, let me get some more questions. I think before I go ahead and share this with you, I'm going to have to run to the bar, have a quick toilet break, get myself a drink, and I'll be back. And then I'm going to get into the teaching, the actual teaching itself, the dynamics, the process, the steps of how to meet and attract women from the street or anywhere in public with honesty, no tricks, no pick-up lines, none of that stuff, and get results. I'm going to take you through a process. And the most important thing is, number one, is the mindset. And then I'm going to tell you the steps when I come back in a few minutes. So get your questions ready and let me know if you're excited. And oh, that's amazing. I've had a few new subscribers to the mail list. So I really appreciate you coming on. And in the meantime, what are the icebreakers? Okay, I'm going to go through that now. If you guys can be patient, because honestly, if I feel rushed, it does stress me out and it makes me anxious, and I'll start stumbling and forgetting stuff. So I'm just trying to relax, because I know it sounds crazy. It's always emotional talking about this, because it means a lot to me, and I'm sure a lot to you guys. It's this stuff, you know, without being dramatic, it probably saved me from committing suicide several times and really ruining my life, because I was very depressed before I was getting results with it, until I started to get results. And I am going to touch on the ebook on how depression and mental health and anxiety relates to guys either succeeding with women or not. So I'm going to be back in a second. Guys, get yourself a snack or coffee. I'm going to give you the lowdown, and never are you going to get as much value as I believe I'm going to give you in this live stream today. You guys will go away, I promise you, with a different mindset, with a sense of excitement. I mean, I'm hoping less fearful, and if you follow what I'm going to give you, you're going to get great results with women. And listen, right? I've got thick skin. If anyone has any criticism of anything I'm doing, or please say, I'm okay with it. I'll try and improve it. And at worst case scenario, if I don't agree with you, I'll just tell you we don't see eye to eye on this particular thing. So I really want to, with your help me to get this teaching out in the best way I can. And we've got a lot of videos coming as well, demonstrations and everything. So, okay, I'll be back in a second, guys. Yep, got some nice music in the background. This is a really nice place, actually. Okay, just doing my lace up, guys. Nothing, no funny games. Just order myself some snacks. Right, so yeah, you guys should definitely get on the swimming. It works wonders. It's weird, isn't it? The things that we most avoid usually are the things that are good for us. When do you move into your pad, Johnny? I've pretty much moved in. The last thing actually is we've got to get the plumbers round. The toilet is blocked, so I'm not able to use the toilet. Everything else is ready. I've got the keys. So again, it's just a matter of days. So new place, new ebook. It's a new chapter for Johnny Berba. There's going to be a lot of changes on the channel and stuff. I feel like I'm going to be showing a lot more of who I am. Not that I ever hid who I was, but I was younger then. I've evolved, I've got older, and I feel, things are going to be, so much better than before, because before was amazing, and I don't regret that success and meeting so many amazing people and helping so many guys. But I just feel now it just feels a little bit more, it just feels different. I can't explain it. Maybe you guys can understand, because, you're human too. You're going through your life. So, okay. Thanks for all of you coming. I'm going to thank you, Alan. Thank you, Jeremy, Joe, Batgam. You guys, consistent support. So, okay. Now, this is the challenge I always have. I'm always like, where do I start? Because there's so much information. There's so many things to talk about. Okay, I think the first thing I'm going to start with, the number one thing, how comes you switch from helping with social anxiety? I'll tell you the reason why. Because I tried for a while coaching people with like social anxiety and trauma, and it was just exhausting for me. And it didn't feel like it was my natural place, even though partly what I do is, thank you. So what I'm doing now is very natural, and I believe what I'm meant to do and what I'm good at. So for that reason, I've decided to go back to doing the original teaching rather than focusing on the social. That's finished, thank you. Rather than focusing on social anxiety and mental health and trauma and stuff like that. I think that's more for like a professional. But nonetheless, even though I still end up doing a little bit of that, it's always been my personality. You can probably tell. I can't really change that. It's just something that flows naturally. But yeah, and people have demanded it, and I had to spend some time thinking about what I wanted to do. So if you're good at something and it helps and it works, why change it? Yeah, I definitely had concentration issues when I was younger. I would say I still do, but it's definitely improved a lot. My concentration is really good, and probably because of teaching. Actually, helping other people has blessed me in about a million ways, and that's why I'm very present when I'm talking, especially when I'm teaching. I'm not always present, obviously, but when I'm teaching, I'm solid. I'm like right with a person or live streams. Anyway, enough about me. We're going too much into me. I want to share the teaching with you guys. Now I've got my snacks here. Sorry if I'm crunching and multitasking. I haven't eaten all day. So, okay. So number one is the mindset. Now, the everything comes from the mindset. Now, the normal mindset. When I say normal, the natural normal mindset that most human beings are in is not good enough to go out and succeed with meeting women on the street in public. It will fail you. Reason being, it's too rational, it's too insecure, it's too cautious, it's too self-conscious. It cares too much about what people think. It doesn't want pain, rejection, doesn't even want success. So I could not have gone out and achieved what I did in my natural, normal state of human thinking. Impossible. And that was the place I was trying to solve problems with all my life growing up with women. It didn't work. Now, this is not some weird thing that you need to do. You just got to set your mindset to a different frequency or tempo. So when you have a mindset, I'm afraid, I'm scared to go out and approach women. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to get social anxiety. I don't want to fail. I don't want to get embarrassed. When you stay in that mindset, it makes it very difficult to be positive and social and be confident and attracted to women. So only you really, I can only help you guys so much, can consciously change your mindset. And it all happens with a decision. I decided I was fully going to commit when I started with going out and approaching women. I was going to go through as many rejections as possible. I was going to get anxious, embarrassed, awkward, all these things that I feared, and most of you do. I was willing to accept and go through them, which I did. It's a huge part. When I did, I immediately felt a sense of relief, a sense of confidence, a sense of inspiration, and a real sense of myself, if that makes sense. So I felt like always there was two of me. I feel like there's two people in everyone. There's one coward. I've got a coward in me, insecure man who is paranoid and worried and cares too much. And then there was a warrior in all of us. There was a confident man that's fearless, that's courageous, that is righteous, integral, confident, attractive, and fully capable. That's the person I started to tap into. And I believe that's the person I'm trying to reach in all of you. That was quite nice, wasn't it? That was quite poetic. I don't even know where that came from. This is what happens when you're honest. You're really vulnerable. You get strong. So you've got to be vulnerable. And you've got to change your mindset. Then the next step is take an action. Is bringing yourself mechanically, physically, verbally to walk up to women that you see on the street or in public or in high streets or coffee shops, parks, wherever, and walk up to them and speak to them and say, "Hi, excuse me, I saw you, and this is what I thought. You look nice, you look good. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? My name's Johnny. Nice to meet you. You know, what's your name? Simple opener, simple introduction. That's what you got to be able to do. That's the sort of foundation of what I've always taught, and it works consistently. Is learning the basics of walking up to a woman and controlling your anxiety. And the anxiety is going to be there when you start. You're going to get nervous. Okay, that's going to happen, but you have to manage it. You have to do it anyway. As Susan Jefferson, excuse me, feel the fear and do it anyway. So it takes 100% determination. You can't cheat this. So, excuse me. You have to change your mindset. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like you change your mindset from fearful to courageous and then you stay there. You're going to battle with it. So one day you're going to go out, you're going to be courageous, you're going to approach a lot of women and you're going to do good. The next day you're going to be full of anxiety. This is the real truth that no one wants to talk about. And you're not going to be able to do what you did the day before. That's called life. You pick yourself back up. So you have to not quit. So I realize a lot of my success in my teaching comes from a certain mindset. It's a successful mindset. It's a brave mindset, a fearless mindset, which is what I teach at my fearless event this Sunday in London. You're deciding to be courageous, and that's what courage comes down to. It's about a decision making. Because you can decide to be a coward, stay as you are, or you can decide to be courageous. And guess what happens? You'll impress yourself. Because most of us, we're always trying to impress women. You will impress yourself. I impress myself. I come from a place of shame, social anxiety, insecurity, anger, jealousy, paranoia, deep loneliness. I come from that place. I'm not scared to say it or admit it. But when I found my courage and confidence of going out and approaching women to begin with, I couldn't believe actually how I was actually really good at it. Because your mind will tell you. My mind told me I'm a loser, I'm disgusting, I'm unattractive, I'm unlovable. No woman's going to want to sleep with me or date me or stay with me. It told me I'm awkward, I don't have the right things to say, I sound stupid. I had all this inner negativity, voices, excuse me. But what it's about gaining positive reference points. Reference points are when you get real experience. So that's what happens. You have to build yourself up. So with that said, I just want to get some feedback. Did you guys understand that first step of the process to being successful with conquering anxiety and building confidence and meeting women on the street or in public? Do you guys get that? Does that make sense to you? Is there anything I missed out on before I go on further to the next step? Yeah, I'm not going to go massively into addictions. I'll touch on addictions because it is relevant, but I don't want to go too deep, because if I go into addictions, you guys are going to go so deep into it, we're going to lose track of the actual practical steps of going out and meeting women. Okay, that's good. Another thing that might shock a lot of you, or maybe you know already from your own life, when you get success with women, your anxiety doesn't fully go away. Like I thought, as soon as I got laid with a girl from the street, as soon as I started to crack the code and get the consistent dates and get numbers, I thought my anxiety would go. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want to disappoint you, it massively reduced. My confidence went up the roof and my happiness. But under the surface, there was still social anxiety there. And there's still anxiety with me now to this day. I just deal with it a lot better than I used to. So I don't want to give anyone the false illusion that you're just going to go out, meet a few women, get a date, get laid, and then all of a sudden, all your mental health's going to be cleared up. It's not that easy. But it does get easier over time. You do deal with the anxiety differently. You think about it differently. And then you recognize that you're not alone. that everyone you see around you living and breathing also struggles with social anxiety or anxiety. Some people have it more extreme than others. Some deal with it differently. But that's not really my point in my teaching or what I'm trying to say. My message is to encourage and inspire people, young and old, men and women, that whether you've got anxiety or not, to move forward in your life and take action. That is the essence of my teaching, and to enjoy the process, to enjoy it. So the next thing we're going to talk about is enjoyment, which is where I coined the term enjoy the process. I think Steve Jobs said, if you don't love what you do, you won't succeed at it. And what he basically meant was, if you don't enjoy what you do, you're going to hate it. And if you hate what you do, you hate yourself, you despise it. And it's very difficult to succeed when you don't like something, which is why I was not going to write this ebook a few years ago, because I would have hated doing it, because I didn't want to do it. I didn't feel good about it. Now I feel great about it, and I'm going to love doing it. So it will come from that loving place. So I guess what I'm saying to you guys is, I can be very straight. If you hate yourself and you go out with hatred fully, then you're gonna probably gonna hate women as well. Definitely gonna hate yourself on women. Now, I used to hate myself too, and this is normal for people that are struggling. So you have to kind of develop more of a loving relationship with yourself. No one is perfect, of course, but so ultimately, if you see in my videos, most of the time you'll see, again, I'm not claiming to be perfect, and I don't want to be, but the majority of my approaches, you can tell, and this is why it goes well, I'm coming from quite a strong, loving place. Obviously, I'm not a pushover. I'm not like a stereotypical nice, weak guy. But I'm not an arsehole. I'm quite balanced. I'm quite loving and respectful to the women. But I'm outspoken as well. And I'm honest. And I get good reactions consistently and good results. Even if I don't get a number, I deal with it very well. I'm always graceful and positive. So I learned to become like this. I wasn't naturally like this. This is what you're going to do. Let me read your comment, Joe. Yes, I agree. I got a one-night stand from a club once in about 20 minutes. I was surprised the next day I had to start all over again. If I don't approach, I sit around. It's true. I'm really glad that you said that, Joe, because I feel like if I start talking about my when I got laid, people are going to think I'm being arrogant. That's quite important to me. Even though I choose not to care too much what people think about me, I'm not a bragging person. So I'm glad you said that. It's true. So at the same time, the message has not ever really been for me about teaching guys how to sleep with those women. I'm not about that. That doesn't excite me. It's about teaching men to find out, to gain confidence and actually build good relationships with women. If you want to explore sleeping with women, then that's your choice. So when you enjoy it, when you enjoy going out and speaking to women, it's just amazing. It's like anything you enjoy. Let me ask you a question, you guys. What in your life do you enjoy? Just some of you can comment. You don't all have to comment. What's something that you love, that you enjoy? That it just takes away all your problems. It stops you overthinking and worrying, and you just love it. What is it? What is it? Let me find out. Well, before you even answer that, it doesn't matter what it is. When you enjoy something and you love it, it goes well, isn't it? You enjoy the process, irrespective of the number of the day. So the gym, yeah, okay. So if you enjoy the gym, you're not going to be constantly going, well, I hate the gym today because I didn't get a six-pack in one day. I hate everyone at the gym. I hate myself. So I didn't grow 2 inches on my bicep. You want those improvements, but that's not the main focus. Same with women. If you say, I hate myself, boxing, that's cool. I hate eating, I hate talking to women, I don't get a number. You're not going to get results. So the enjoyment is very important, that aspect, which is what a lot of guys fail at. They don't enjoy speaking to women because they're not honest. So to enjoy it, you need to be honest. Yep. So Joe says connecting with women, nothing feels better, and gym obviously. So connection's important, which is why my teaching is about honesty, no pickup lines, because it works powerful. And you're not going to connect with a girl if you're lying to her and you're trying to show her be someone you're not and using techniques and tactics. So, honesty is a method. It's like you said earlier, it's the courage to be honest. It takes a lot of courage to be honest. It takes more strength to be honest than it does to be dishonest or hide behind a false persona. So, they're very important. When you enjoy it, when you enjoy speaking to women, they enjoy speaking to you. Then you become very attractive to women. To answer your question, Paul, yes, I would definitely say yes. Obviously, not every single woman, but most women can. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with hiding some anxiety. That's not dishonest. But okay, hold on a second. Yeah, that's true. I agree on that backgammon. We're all kind of like that. We're all two-sided. That's so where was I? Before I get sidetracked. Sorry about eating these nuts. It depends, really. It depends on. Yeah, there's someone trolling. Don't worry. I've deleted them out the group. Don't worry about it. It's good when there's a troll or trolling because it teaches you about life. You know, you're going to have critics. I don't take it personal. So, back on focus. Oh yeah, okay. So these are sort of the steps and the mindset. Your mindset's got to be switched on to be courageous. A lot of guys fail at switching their mindset. They don't commit enough when they go out. So the next one is, I've been enjoying it, is dealing with rejection. I would say that's one of the most important key things to getting success with women on the street. It's your ability to handle rejection in the best way you can. And the key thing is, when you get rejected, is not to quit. Rejection only really hurts when you quit. So if you approach a girl on the street, let's say, Joe, if I can use you for example, if you don't mind, I do this when I teach. I'll use other people because I kind of sense you're quite strong, Joe. I can kind of tell you've done a lot of work, which is great. So let's say, for example, Joe goes out on the street and he approaches the first girl that he sees, and he really fancies her. He's nervous, his heart's beating, and his mind is thinking, I really want to get this girl. She's my ideal woman. Personality, looks, qualities, everything. He approaches her and it goes really well. She's smiling, she's laughing, he makes her laugh. She's reacting, she likes him, and he says, would you like to go out? She goes, yeah, definitely, take my number and call me. So Joe takes her number. He goes away, he's really happy, he's celebrating. His whole day's made up now, He feels great. He might have gone to the gym as well. He's told his friends about this girl. He's excited about meeting her. Now, he calls her up, and then he doesn't get a response. Leaves a message, no response. Texts her, no response. 2 days later, he gets a message saying, hey, Joe, I've got to be honest with you. I'm really sorry. You're a great guy. I enjoy talking to you, but I'm going to have to say, no, I can't meet you because I've got a boyfriend, and I should have told you at the start. Now, these are things that happen. This is life. This is women. This is dating. If Joe allows that to crush him, and there's nothing wrong with it, you're human. If he goes, oh man, I'm not good enough, man. Why does this happen to me? He starts judging himself, and then he doesn't go out for another 6 months. It's not good. It's effective. If he goes, I'm pissed, it hurt, but do you know what? I'm going to see it as a positive thing. I'm going to get back out there and continue approaching. I'm going to continue living my life. I'm not going to judge myself. I'm not going to get angry at the girl. Let it go. If he has that mindset and he continues, he's going to kill it. He'll meet another 5 women like that. I'm not saying he has to meet another 5 women, But that one example, I could literally just go right and shut this live stream off now. If all of you could take that part, I'm going to be honest with you, you probably wouldn't need to read my ebook. You would never need to do my coaching. You'd never need to watch a live stream again. But it's difficult for men. It takes time to develop that. So thanks for letting me use you as an example, Joe. I consciously really see you as a successful guy. And I see all of the others here too. But I can see that you've so yeah, it's learning to deal with the flakes. And the girl definitely liked him. She just decided she didn't want to cheat on her boyfriend or whatever reason. So, no. And another one is, this is another scenario, right? I'm going to pick out another guy. Don't feel like I'm. So, okay, we've got Jeremy Kyle, right? My friend from Canary Wharf. Let's say Jeremy, who's got tremendous anxiety, for example, like I had when I first started with my clients. And for him, just approaching a girl and getting a good reaction is like, that's like the promised land. That's success, right? And it is success in many ways. So let's say Jeremy goes out one day, he plucks up the courage, he approaches 5 girls in the space of an hour, right? And every 5 girl is harsh. He says, I don't want to talk to you, I've got to go. If he then goes home, sits down, scratches his head, gets down on himself, tells himself that he's not good enough, that it's not possible, that this stuff is a load of rubbish, or I'm better than him or any other guru or any other person, he's just lost out on a dream. He's just misinterpreted reality. It's okay if 5 women don't want to talk to you. It happens. It's part of the game or life. So for him, he's meant to go, you know what? I'm going to give myself credit. I went out, I spoke to 5 women. All of them didn't want to talk to me, but that's only 5 women. There's millions of women out there. I'll meet the right woman soon. My confidence, I'm going to grow. Like, I'm awesome because I did it. I did what most men can't do. That's the mindset Jeremy needs to succeed. And if he goes out again, that will propel him to success afterwards. So those 5 failures will work in his favor in the long run. So the key is, if I'm being clear and succinct, you have to not quit. Remember I spoke yesterday about building momentum, and that's what this ebook's going to do. It's going to give you all this. You know, I really don't care, to be honest. If I say everything today and you guys get so much value, you're like, you know what? I'm not even going to get his ebook. I don't need it. He gave everything for free. It's brilliant. But I'm confident a lot of you will still get the ebook and still read it. And I wasn't trying to manipulate you there with subtle manipulation. I'm speaking my mind in the moment. So you can tell I'm passionate. It's important that I get across to you, which is why I'm preparing all of you for suffering, challenges, adversity, but something really meaningful and great and exciting. You can succeed, honestly. You're welcome, man. All of you are welcome. I was going to say you don't have to thank me, but it's nice that you thank me. You're all welcome because I'm blessed. I've got help along the way. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people that watch my stuff and support me and take my programs, and I wouldn't be here. Thank you as well. So you can't take rejection personal. I'm actually eating nuts. I'm sorry I'm crunching. It's a bit unprofessional. Suffering is the greatest teacher, yeah. I'm not going to get into gossip, guys, about people, problems. I'm not here for that. I'm focusing on the job at hand, which is teaching you the process. So it's really about adjusting your mindset to be brave. Also, let me talk about one of the most important things as well. It's about learning how to deal with anxiety. I think a lot of people are just not good at feeling anxiety and fear. I used to be one of them until I started to learn how to master it. So just because you feel anxiety inside, it doesn't mean you're less of a person. That doesn't mean that. Everyone feels the fear in many moments. So it's about controlling it, you know. And you're going to feel anxiety from time to time. You're going to feel it when you're going. It's a good sign. So that's important as well. So the key is to be consistent. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. I've got Jeremy Kyle, I've got Bruce Lee, and I've got Batman or Batgirl watching me. Yeah, the anxiety will make you feel stupid if you allow it. So if you interpret it as that, if you get excited when you feel it and learn to deal with it, you'll be fine. What I learned to do, I learned to be a master of controlling my own emotions and anxieties. So if I feel anxiety in a social situation, to sit in the anxiety, not panic, and calm it down, and change it into positive emotions. You know? Which is why I'm able to freely do these live streams and public talks and teach. Well, the real answer to how do I deal with anxiety blocking my brain, I feel like I've got nothing to say, is by practicing putting myself in those situations and just getting a little bit better each time. And I want to say that as well. When you go out on the street or in public, you're going to gradually get better each time. It's not going to be an overnight thing. I will stress that. It's not an overnight success. It's going to take you at least 6 weeks or 6 months of practice before you see your confidence increase and you get results with women. Okay, moving on now. I've spoken about failure, dealing with rejection. I've spoken about mindset. I've spoken about controlling anxiety. I now want to speak about positivity. It's funny, when I said positivity, I just had a voice in my own head that laughed at me and said, you know, of all people to speak about positivity, who the hell are you, Johnny? That's what these negative voices do. But I don't listen to those voices. They're the same voices that try to keep me single and struggling for most of my life until I challenge them and disprove them. So positivity is important. But again, positivity is something that you build and learn through getting experience and some good results. So in the midst of going out on the street and battling with your anxiety and mental health and going through the flakes, which inevitably are going to happen, and they have to happen. One guy commented on my live stream one day, says, Johnny, how can I avoid getting rejected? I said, you've already got the wrong mindset. You can't avoid it. You want to go through it and experience it. And then you get stronger. Then failure equals success, as Lowdown says. So the optimistic side of me was always naturally there. And I know it's in all of you. I should dig deep and find it, which is where my potential was. So the excitement of knowing that at some point I'm going to get a success with a girl, that thrill, that kept me going out and approaching. And eventually it became a reality. It wasn't just some kind of like pipe dream. So be excited about attracting some very beautiful women into your life and having some amazing connections with them as well. That's what's great. It's really life-changing. So focus on the positive. Be excited about learning and growing. And ultimately, I want to excite all of you about pioneering your own approach, not copying mine. I don't want anyone to try and be Johnny Berba. It's just stupid. It doesn't make sense. You're all. Who would you rather be other than yourself? Your most important self. So you're going to learn to cultivate your own style of approach, but through the principles that I'm teaching. Yeah, I've got some cool singing in the background. Beautiful girl singer, actually. Yeah, I thought I'd spoil you guys today, give you some music. I didn't even know, again. I wasn't even going to do a live stream today. I was thinking yesterday I've done enough, but I really felt like it today. What stopped me committing suicide was probably 3 things. 1, my family. I don't want to devastate my mum and dad and family. Yeah, belief in God, and also my own respect for myself, and not respect, but I didn't want to. And I'm not criticizing anyone who's committed suicide, because it's horrible when you feel like that. But those are 3 things, like my faith, my family, and my will to not give up. Anyway, on a positive note, like I said, it's really important to be optimistic. And sometimes you have to find optimism and positivity when you're going out meeting women in your most darkest, challenging moments. And you are going to have these dark moments, which is why I want to prepare you. I'm going to talk about that in my free ebook. You have to Accept that these challenges are going to grow you into the man you're meant to become. And that man's going to attract beautiful women. Now, would you guys like me to tell you, in my experience, 13 years dating a lot of women, being turned down by a lot as well as success, would you like me to sort of break down what women are attracted to? Let me know in the comments. Just say yes. Okay, yep. Yep, that's good. Yes, man. Okay, freezing up. Now, my take is a lot different to the mainstream. The mainstream will probably tell you money, fame, height, and looks. Not true. It's not been true for me, because I didn't have no money, hardly any money when I started getting success with women. I never considered myself a great-looking guy. Okay, I had height on my side. I've always been tall. That's one of the attributes, but I wasn't rich or famous. Number one attribute is confidence. But maybe that's a bit vague, so let me explain it. Women are really attracted to courage. Any man who is brave and courageous in his character and in his acts is going to be more attractive to women. And any man can be courageous, it's whether he is doing it or not in his life. So if you're facing your fears generally in your life, women are going to find you more attractive, just energetically. They're very sensitive. So confidence is so important. It's so undervalued and underestimated. I'm about 6'2", or just under 6'1.5", 2. So courage and confidence is the most important that attracts women. The third one is purpose or vision. I wrote a new newsletter. Women are so attracted to a man who's got a purpose. So for example, I have a purpose. Just to give you an example, my purpose is, inspiring and coaching and helping people, men. That's attractive to women. They may not like the details of what I do. Some do, some don't. But it's the act of what I do. So it's the act of a man that makes him either attracted to a woman or unattractive. So basically, and I'm not calling any of you this directly, I may be to help you, women are very unattracted to cowards. A definition of a coward is a man who doesn't face things, runs from his fears, responsibilities. So if you start being courageous and facing them, which is what my whole teaching is encouraging, women will be naturally more attracted to you. More women will be. And they'll be turned on by you, and they'll want to sleep with you and date you. So it's very important, courage. Now, when you go up on the street and you approach a woman, what are you demonstrating? You're demonstrating confidence and courage. When you're honest, you're demonstrating more courage. And I do believe, deep down, women are attracted to honesty as well. Most women. Creativity, 100%. Creativity is in line again with your purpose and your sort of creative attributes, talent. So they're attracted to all these, and they're attracted to positivity. I noticed most of my life, not always, so this is not in cement, but a lot of times when I was down and depressed, not feeling good, women didn't really want to stay with me or be around me. My success wasn't that great. I could still do it through a skill, but when I'm in a good place, I'm happy and positive and doing what I love, it's so easy to attract women. They're all over you. They're just so curious. They're so, they're curious about you. So without going into the details, I just want to give you the main philosophy. Women are attracted to confidence and courage and leadership. So, there's nothing wrong with you guys becoming successful, but I'm not saying you do that just to impress women. You do it because you want to do it. And women are attracted to men that don't try to impress them. The best way to impress a woman is by not trying to impress her. So all these lessons I'm giving you, all these little nuggets, all these tips and philosophies, it's come from my experience. So with that said and understood, now you guys understand more about what they're attracted to. But I think you still have to get your own experience with women. So you're not just living through what I tell you, which is very important, which is what the free ebook's going to explain, and all my teaching does anyway. You've got to take action. No one can do that for you. Your mum can't do that for you. Your dad can't do that for you. To a certain extent, I don't even think God could do that. He gives you the strength. You have to walk your own path. You have to face your fears and get uncomfortable. I think deep down, every man knows what women are attracted to. He knows who he needs to be. It's whether you've got the courage to go and pull the trigger. Let me know so far if you are enjoying this live stream, if you're getting a lot of value. I feel like I'm giving loads. And are you excited about the free ebook, which is going to be heavily based on what I've spoken about today in full detail? Yeah, I'm talking and eating. Apologies because I'm starving and it's a question. I've got to get some energy in me. It's going great, thanks. A lot of value to this, great, even Johnny. Any of you that are new, come on, I'm just letting you know I'm excited that I've started writing a free ebook that's going to be coming out by the end of the month. All of you are welcome to get a copy, and if you want to get heads up on the exact date that it's coming out, then you can join my newsletter. I'll leave you a link here. You can subscribe to the mailing list, and then you'll be notified when the book is coming out. It's going to be full of honesty. It's free as well. You're not going to pay a penny. There's my website link. That's great. We've got a lady as well. How do you join? So Liam, all you do, you click this link here. It will take you to my website address. There'll be a box. Enter your email. You're going to get a free gift anyway, a video course. And I will notify you in the coming days, because I'm literally writing the ebook now, and then you'll get a copy of it when it comes out. It's going to be, the ebook's going to be my entire teaching process on how to meet and attract women with honesty from the street and public and conquer your anxiety. Awesome, Anderson. Yeah, it's a nice place here, isn't it? I'm honest, Vivek. I don't hide anything. If women ask me, do I approach or tell them the truth? I'll say, yeah, I do. If I'm single, yeah, tell them the truth. Don't hide it. So, let me know if you've got any, shouldn't have any problems signing up. Should be straightforward to the main list. You're welcome, Paul. You have a great night. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys appreciate the content, because I'm really enjoying giving it out. And we're not done just yet. We're going to go for a few more minutes, probably an extra 15, 20 minutes, because we've got 27 people watching the stream, 28. This is great. Not going to go into my thoughts on other companies. I always say that. I'm not here to gossip and talk about other people, just focusing on what I'm doing. Yeah, I thought about it, Jeremy. See how the ebook goes, and then I'm going to see if it goes into a book. I think it will, but everything's going to be natural. I'm not forcing it. So I'm excited about getting the ebook out first. I've started writing it today. Yeah, women like vulnerability. That goes hand in hand with honesty and strength. So the next part of the principles, moving on, after positivity and stuff, is what else is very important? Actually, leading is really important to get success. So you have to get in the habit. A lot of men struggle with this. They're not taught it, and they're a bit weak and insecure at the time. When you speak to a woman, you have to get into a habit of communicating what is it that you want out of the situation. So if you get her number, a lot of guys worry, what do I text? It's just keeping it very simple and congruent. If you approach a woman on the street and you told her that you liked her, and you had a conversation for 10, 15 minutes and you both liked each other, and you asked her out for a coffee, she agreed, and you said you'd call her, be a man of your word. Call her or text her and say, hey, it was great meeting you. How about we meet up for that coffee? And it's always leading, and that's what gets you better. That's what gets results. So it's just getting rid of all the manipulation, the games, keeping it strong and honest and congruent. And then when you get a date with a girl, it's doing a little bit of homework, knowing the places that you're going to take a girl, making her feel comfortable. Then when you go on a date, taking things further from the date, learning how to flirt, tease, escalate, go for the kiss, If you're kissing each other and you like each other, invite her back to your place, or she might invite you back to hers. But you've got to be a man and learn to lead. If you don't lead, you're going to lose a lot of women and potentially a really good girlfriend in a relationship. Ultimately, I think most guys, you want to be doing this not to be players. I'm not that style of teacher. Maybe some of you wanted, that's your choice. You want to be focusing on actually building the confidence and experience and to get in a relationship and a girlfriend, which is really amazing when you get a girlfriend from the street, because it's very meaningful and it proves that it works, you know. Good night, man. So that's really important as well. Any other questions about what I've been talking about today? Yeah, I'm definitely going to be publishing a paid book, but first I'm going to be doing a free ebook, giving out a lot of value for free for people, and then I'll see how that goes. And I think it's going to be a big success. But yeah, make sure you get on the mailing list, guys, so you can be notified. The ebook will be out in, say, the next month, maybe even quicker, just to make sure I give myself a month. It'd be great as well if you guys could subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. If there's anyone else in the stream that hasn't asked me a question, go for it, and I'll answer it. I would say around, I would probably say the odds might be a bit lower than that, but around 95% of guys don't approach. Maybe 90, maybe not. 99 is a bit too long. It's a bit more than that, but about 95% of guys don't approach, especially on the street. Yeah. Any other questions, guys, related to the actual teaching? Try and keep questions relevant to what I've been talking about today. We're going to finish up in a couple of minutes now. It feels like the right time. It's been really good. So like I said, mindset is important. Learning to deal with failure, thinking positive. There's also that as well, like I said, you've got to put yourself into a mindset where you're not caring about other people around you watching you. You're so focused on talking to women and having fun and enjoying being social that you just block everyone out. You don't even, you overcome a lot of the anxiety in social situations by forgetting about it and not putting your focus on it. A really key tip. Any more questions before we prepare to end this? I practice positive affirmations every day by being practical. For me, being practical, taking action, going to the gym, approaching women, teaching, socializing, facing fears, that's affirmation for me. That's good. I'm glad the live stream inspired you to do 1 of 15 approach, gave a number. That's good. That's good. You're taking action. That's what it's about. There's a numbers game as well. I've always said that. So the more women you speak to, the more your chances of getting success are increased. The less women you speak to, the lower your chances are. It's like anything, playing the lottery, numbers, you know, like making a YouTube video, the more you make. That's it. No action, no results. You've got to put the work in. And you've got to be prepared to put a lot of work in. But if you enjoy it, then it doesn't seem like it's a lot of work. It's not stressful because you just enjoy it, you love it. You find the joy and love in it. That's the most important thing that governs all the other principles is enjoyment, which is why I've always said enjoying the process. Oh yeah, before I forget, let me tell you about my 30-day online anxiety program, which will help This has sold copies all around the world. It's helped a lot of guys. Great program I've got. It's my online program. A second. Hey guys, how you doing? It's Johnny Berba. I'm super excited. I never thought this month would come. I've finally finished my product, the Johnny Berba Anxiety Porgramme. So before I go into the program, I want to tell you a bit about my backstory and how I went from just really being a guy that had terrible anxiety. I mean, the worst type of anxiety you've seen. I used to sweat in public. Hey guys, I used to Johnny Berba. I'm super excited. I never thought this would happen. Going into a girl for me, that was a massive deal. So I was just nervous with my own shadow. So what I did was, to be honest, I spent a good 10. Guys, just trying to get the link. That fade out. They're great. I lived in London. It's great. Just trying to get the link now to send you. It's freezing a bit, probably because I've got the live stream open. Any last questions? Keep them coming, guys. I'll answer them for you. I'm just trying to find the link to this program that I've got. Okay, here's the link to the program if anyone's interested in buying it. It's really good, less than 50 euros. This link will take you to the landing page. You can read my backstory and it explains everything that's in the program, the sort of results you can get, who it's for, and it's especially for guys that have got bad anxiety or talking to women and want to get started with approaching. And it's got 20 videos. All of those videos I'm demonstrating, which is great, and I'm also breaking down all of the techniques, conversations, what I'm doing. So when you watch it, you can understand it and you can go and try the things yourself and get the results. Okay guys, we're gonna finish up today because it's been long enough now. It's been an hour and a half. I'm gonna get some rest. I really enjoyed it. I'm excited about the ebook. I was excited about talking to you guys today. So yeah, this information is changed my life, changed a lot of my clients' lives. So go and try it, go and practice these principles and let me know how you get on. And if you need any help or support, coaching, you can email me. You know my email address. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the 30-day online anxiety program that will help you to get started in approaching, gain confidence. It will teach you everything you need to know. And also, you know, stay tuned for the next live stream. So awesome, guys. Enjoy the process. Bye.